And I'm here with the Grandmasters Hikaru Nakamura and Grandmaster Levon Aronian. The first game of the finals ended in a draw, a very exciting game, if I may say. I have a few questions. The first question is for you, Levon. You're one of the world's leading experts in closed Ruy Lopez positions, and you have played this line many times before, both with white and with black. So I can imagine that you were quite happy to see this type of position on the board today.
Oh, I'm always happy just to play chess. I don't really care what opening it is. It's a great privilege. So I think it was interesting, and I think I got a nice position after I thought Hikaru made this erroneous plan with knight h2, knight g4.
Okay. Question for Hikaru. Both Nebomniachtchi in Dubai and now you here and in previous games, you're not entering the complications with the Marshall Gambit. So it's safe to say that the Marshall Gambit is a completely sound defense for black and actually a good opening choice?
Well, I mean,
what would you say?
Well, I mean, everything is sound with computers these days. It doesn't even matter what you play. But yeah, I mean, I wanted something slow. And then, yeah, I spent all this time for some stupid reason playing knight c3. I was expecting knight d4, and then Levon played knight d8, and I felt pretty stupid for wasting 15 minutes for no reason. Yeah, I mean, I tried to be creative with knight h2, and I mean, I think Levon was better, but somewhere in this late middle game it got very complicated, where I'm down a pawn, but I have this outside pawn on a5 and then this pawn on b4 potentially, and it gets very, very tricky because the pawns on the side are more important than the pawns in the center. So it's an interesting game.
Okay, we'll get to there afterwards, but I have another question for you. It seemed that there was a critical moment just before you captured on f8. The online commentator Miroshenko was suggesting that maybe you had missed rook d1 instead of taking on f8, but you took some minutes to capture on f8, and maybe you'd thought of playing rook d1, attacking the knight, and missed the idea with e4 and h5. Is this possible, or are you just double-checking your analysis there?
Well, I mean, the thing is, I was already confused because I thought Levon was much better. I thought this g6 move was kind of inaccurate somehow. Because, I mean, okay, in the game, I mean, there's a critical moment when Levon played queen a8, where if he goes queen b8, I mean, that's what, I mean, it depends whether that's actually better for black or not. I mean, the whole evaluation hinges on that, like, one position there. So, yeah, I mean, I was kind of a little bit confused by what was happening in the game more than anything. Because I actually thought that when I got queen c4, rook b1, I should be completely fine. Okay. And so I thought, I mean, I was quite optimistic already by that point. So that was the biggest reason. Okay.
And going back to Levon, with hindsight, Hikaru mentions queen b8. With hindsight, would you have played in a different manner, or did you see any other variations that you could have tried instead of the game line?
Yeah, I think I was too optimistic. I thought that I can play slowly and you know, improve my position, but then I forgot that anytime I take on b4 and he threatens to play knight d4 and make a draw in the queen endgame, so I cannot really play slow. You know, I was thinking I'll just bring my king, play queen b7, but then knight d4 comes and white neutralizes immediately.
So at any point of the game, were you thinking, maybe I should change gears and try and play for the draw? Or?
Yeah, I think at some point I was already thinking, okay, I'm up on time and I should maybe, you know, complicate the matters, but at the same time it's type of a position that if you take too many risky decisions, you will pay. Because if the bishop doesn't come out, then you're in trouble. And I think Hikaru played some very unpleasant ideas for me with this king f1 and b5. At that moment, of course, I needed to get myself together, because one more inaccurate move and the game will be gone, because white will just promote.
Well, that brings me to my last question for Hikaru. Around move 40, when you reached the timing control, did you actually sense that there might be some winning opportunities for you in today's game?
Well, I mean, only white can win. I mean, it's always pleasant when you get a situation where if your opponent finds the best moves, it's a draw, or you win the game. So, I mean, I thought it was very close, but this e2 and queen a7 idea by Levon was amazing. I mean, I think it's the only way to save the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I mean, again.
What about my draw for immediately?
Was there a draw for?
No, I did it, you know, just to show that I played the best moves.
No, but I mean, it still goes on there, but yeah, I mean, okay, Levon found the computer moves, I think.
But at least it was a very interesting game, many interesting nuances during the game, and good luck both of you for tomorrow's game.
Thank you very much.